Welcome, value fanboys and fangirls, for another eventful, streaming the past fun night. Today our special theme is, let's get in closer, Vincent. Yeah, yes. It's nice, you know, it's raining outside, the heating's on, you know, it's story time basically. And I think everybody who's an archaeologist knows that archaeologists are pretty damn good storytellers. You know, you won't find an archaeologist who doesn't have a funny quote up his sleeve or a good story about a tense fieldwork situation. But when it comes to actually doing storytelling with our own material, with the things that we excavate, with the things that we research, that's sometimes very lacking still. I mean, there's basically this sort of monolithic academic storytelling in terms of the papers, the monographs, and then there's popular science. So today we're going to be looking at different ways that you can... yeah, come on in, Aris. Aris is here as well. There you go. There you are. The cruise is almost complete. We're missing Crime, but should be fun.
Celebrating his first anniversary with his wife, so cheers to Ken.
Yeah, that's another story. He's in Rome. We are all very jealous of that. But so we're gonna first be playing Bastion, which I've heard a lot about, but I've never played it before. And Aris said we have to play this game. This is the best example of how we could sort of pimp archaeological storytelling. So I think we'll just be firing it up right now. Yeah. And remember, if you have any questions or wanna...
Does Aris need to do like an intro on the game, what the game is
about
and stuff like that?
Or is it gonna be very self-explanatory?
I'll scooch in the image a little.
I think we can start like that and see. It's
alright.
Not a really kind of action game, but it's very novel, so let's just play the game. Let's just go for it.
Story, right away, there we go.
Okay.
So, what should I go for?
Normal mode.
Okay.
I think no sweat mode is
I already played hockey today, so I would be in for no sweat mode. But okay, normal mode we do.
I think it's not unlocked yet even.
Oh.
Is it like veteran mode or is it like really no sweat? It's like super easy.
Proper story's supposed to start at the beginning. Ain't so simple with this one. Now here's a kid whose whole world got all twisted, leaving him stranded on a rock in the sky. He gets up, sets off for the Bastion, where everyone agreed to go in case of trouble. Ground forms up under his feet as if pointing the way. He don't stop to wonder why.
I do stop to wonder why. What the hell's going on?
Where the fuck are we?
Finds his lifelong friend just lying on the road. Well, it's a touching reunion.
This guy's voice is like so awesome.
Yeah, so they actually hired an actor to do this voiceover narration.
So who is the actor?
He sees what's left of the rippling walls, years of work undone in an instant, in the calamity.
It's not Liam Neeson because we would know by now.
It sounds like the cowboy from The Big Lebowski.
Yeah, he sounds like a cowboy, but I think he's actually African American.
Oh, yeah. Oh, so this is one of those games where I can just destroy the whole place.
That survivor? No, ma'am. It's a gas fella, forced out from underground. Kid pops him.
There we go.
Starts to feel his bruises.
Should I be focusing a lot on all the storyable stuff here?
So his name is Logan Cunningham.
Alright. Not an acquaintance of mine.
So from what's been going on, you can see that the whole game is being narrated as you play. So yeah,
An old repeater falls out of the sky. Ain't a gift from the gods, but it'll have to do. Gotta hold her still to spin up the chamber.
Oh man, I didn't know that.
Kid's worked up quite a thirst by now, so that fountain looks real inviting. Sometimes you just need a drink.
Okay, it's a healing fountain.
Yeah, so apparently the narrator...
A school of squirts comes up around her. Must have fled here from the mines.
As well as narrate what you're doing while you're doing it.
I wouldn't waste bullets on those.
many?
No, you can reload on demand.
It's like
So how do I
endless
That's
bullets, limitless.
So how do I reload?
It reloads automatically when you're done.
Oh, when it's done. The saloon.
If you're used to playing shooters, that's really uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Because you know, you go into a new area, first thing you do is reload. Never going with one bullet.
He sets foot inside one of Zealandia's famous watering holes. Inside's old Rondi, the bartender. The calamity got him before his drinking did.
So what's this calamity?
You don't know yet, but apparently you woke up on your world on your bed, and
Then
everything
Kid
around you
finds
was
his
destroyed.
trusty shield.
So the world generates as you go around you. And the narrator, while you go, explains what has happened.
The security
before you.
takes him for a petty thief.
So you're still on the track.
Yeah, still this tutorial.
Special delivery. Gas fellas.
Good special delivery.
No,
Just
it never
like-
is. Is it ever?
Windbags start turning up the last
Oh,
cover.
yeah. Yeah, I like to hit him in the face. No fun hitting him in the box. Whoop, crap. I didn't know this game was so good. The tutorial, I'm already really digging it. Very nice.
And how appropriate is it that you got a hammer for your favorite weapon in Bloodborne? The Kirk hammer.
Oh, I did that. I did that.
A big old fella pops out in front of the
That was
kid.
serious
Then
damage. I
Windbag
feel,
playing for keeps.
yeah.
Maybe with a bit low on the mic level, we could go a bit up.
Kid sees the way to the Bastion out the window. It's a bit of a drop.
Is the volume too low? Is the mic?
The mic is probably a bit low.
Okay, then.
Alright, let's go.
He lands on top of a breaker's bow.
Let us know if it's okay. Mic volume now while we play.
Wasn't long before the kid could loose an arrow, strong and true. Kid spies a good perch for some target practice.
It's like
He knows he should draw the string all the way back.
Morgan Freeman ain't got shit on him.
You can lose it earlier, but it will not be as powerful.
Yeah.
And so one thing I read also in this interview with the developers is that instead of doing like
Good
a
news is
map,
the emergency defenses still
they
work.
designed
Bad
this
news is they
system
aim it
with
from
this
kid.
floor that comes up as a way to show you that when the floor is up, you've been there. When there's no floor, then it's a new area.
Ah, okay.
So it's kind of a cool way to do the map.
That is a cool one. That is a cool one. Ah. Whoop, we should. Ah, should do that.
Didn't know that much at all. So.
It's still a tutorial. You know. I think it sort of was. I was meant to die earlier there with a big guy.
Oh, you're never meant to die.
Pointers from a dusty old
Oh, we're all meant to die. Let's be very
That whirlwind.
R2 to use whirlwind.
Do it.
Alright.
Do it. Do the whirlwind.
He's a mighty
Oh,
fast
wait a
man.
minute.
Look at that.
There you
Poopy.
go. I'm still.
It's warrior stuff.
Loot!
Dude.
Get all the things.
I think from like multiple mobs to whirlwind is like a really good addition.
Nice.
He finds the distillery right next to the arsenal. Tough part of town.
You got a collar.
One sip of the spirits in that distillery,
Alright.
and the kid'll feel like a new man.
Go, select yes.
Okay. Squirts on a death row or fetching fizz.
Yeah, so now you choose, it's the place where you do upgrades pretty much.
Ah, right. So. 10% critical hit chance. Storm strafe. What is a fragment before?
That sounds very archaeological.
Yeah. I'm just gonna go for it.
Yeah.
I need all the fragments I can get, you know. It's like a sieve for this
But
game.
it looks like a magnet though.
Yeah. Oh, don't.
You can do the next.
The arsenal's where they keep and pick the best tools for the job.
So here I can sort of say what I want. Fang repeater. I actually like the Fang repeater better than the bow. I'm just gonna go.
Yeah, it's pretty convenient. But the bow is extremely powerful if you can charge it.
Oh, you can switch on.
Yeah, you can switch.
Fang
So it
repeater.
has a lot of role-playing elements in the sense that you can customize your character a lot. So eventually, you can upgrade him to be pretty much a monster.
Like a nice
literally.
monster.
Yeah.
Some of them squirts birthing like crazy in a couple of corn bins.
So all this stuff that
So the
is.
corn bins, yeah, these bins are like popcorn stuff.
Yeah.
And then it regenerates enemies, so you can kill them.
Yeah, so kill the
We kill the popcorn stuff. Why is the popcorn machine?
I don't know,
Yeah, nice.
Popcorn machine down there.
So now you need you cannot do the whirlwind now, right?
Yeah, right.
You need the black potion, so then you can light the one down. Kind of setting.
Yeah, like a sort of a complete approach to storytelling. So you're not just there on
Sure
on
enough,
paper or
you
talking
find
to your
something.
pilot, but you're using all the media that you get as an archaeologist at your disposal.
You find
Because generally, archaeologists tend to
Oh, you
avoid
found the
using
narrator.
other-
You found the narrator. Down.
Yeah. Ask the guy.
Oh, that is nice. I have to say
we
something
talk
please.
corpse bell.
The seal representing. Okay, so I can actually discuss things here.
There's a
Yes,
bit
you can
of
ask.
Bastion's power in that crest, enough to point the way to the cores. All I tell him is to set that core of his on the monument there, then watch.
So if we're in terms of, is this guy actually sort of narrating? Is this all happening in the past?
Just like that, the Bastion comes alive,
He discusses
starts
parts of the
growing
past,
again,
and he
growing
explains it. So
stronger. Kid's gotta put its power to good use. Now the Bastion can send him even farther into the wild unknown.
Alright.
So here you will be rebuilding the wall that has been shattered around you because of the calamity. And gradually, if you go left, now there's the armory thing,
Yeah.
and you will be.
Kid ponders what to build.
And you decide you can build an arsenal here or a distillery.
Okay. I'll go for arsenal.
And you can get into
The Bastion's a place of peace, but we can hold our own if we have to.
So here
You
you
can
can
upgrade weapons. No?
Yeah, you can change your weapon.
Change them. Yeah, not really upgrade them so much as change them. You weapon assigned to.
So now that's not much been going on. Let's. I'm really amused.
A repeater
by the
goes
games of
with
the
a
fact that
hammer better than a box.
the narrator explains you the lore-wise stuff. So anything that's related to the lore of the game, you don't have to read it. You never go through books. Maybe a few times.
Kid don't
in the
know
game, but
what's
you
out
don't
there
go
waiting
through,
for him.
through text walls.
Yeah.
You read the subtitles and you listen, and everything related to text is about the gameplay aspect of the game. So the actual story is always presented in an interactive manner. You always interact with the story. It's not one way, just browsing through lore, blah 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 blah.
Or like that's what they were saying as well, that it's not it's more integrated. So the narrative is integrated in the gameplay in a way that
In the
it's not any,
experience.
yeah, it's in the way that it's not in the game to tell the narrative like, oh, we've been playing, now there's a cutscene in which stuff happens and I just watch. But you're actually doing things while it's being narrated.
Alright, okay, cool. Well, maybe we can talk a little bit more about how we can do this, and be able to do this in archaeological storytelling.
Or a historical stuff.
Or historical, yes.
Well,
But-
because we've seen so far and other things as well that text comes up way too often.
yeah.
But sound and actual narration of story, historical parts never comes up.
No, that's true.
Only a bit in the Valiant Hearts, but even then it was not that.
There was a lot of information that you had to read.
Text.
Yeah.
That's a bit the comparison that you can make in between, if we're talking big MMOs, between two of them, Chilean I played when we played World of Warcraft.
Now the kids can ride the
Where
wind with distant
the
lands.
whole lore almost is in huge text files and huge, like you
All
gotta
the
read a
quests.
lot, so you have to all the quests and stuff like that. Compare that to Elder Scrolls Online, where everything was narrated by NPC, so you took the information in better.
Yeah.
If
The
especially if you're a lady reader like me,
behind this.
a lot of the lore
Play the
gets
original
lost on you, and that's
See the
basically
buzz
that's
of
very
the
important for
targets and
storytelling.
the shots.
Yeah, of course.
It's the way it's delivered.
It's telling. It's not story reading. It's
Yeah.
storytelling.
Exactly.
Yes.
So here, now there are some levels that are kind of challenge
He's
levels.
focused.
Yeah.
He's
So you
on.
get this
And he's
piercing
on.
bow,
Yeah.
which is a piercing arrow bow, basically.
And I have to sort of
And
clear
you
them
have
out.
to clear them out in as few shots as
So
possible.
it's more or less like a little mini game.
Yes, these are like.
Oh, they shoot
But
through
But it's a
more?
piercing. Yeah, see, now it's a.
I didn't want to go all the way.
It goes all the way.
I'll just try this.
See.
Hey, but you didn't get that part.
You're not standing in the right place.
Yeah, it's
Yeah, but you missed the first one.
yeah.
You can just finish it and see, but in the end.
Yeah, you need to like have it in so many.
Yeah, so you can start from the beginning because you have the first one. Now you.
Ah,
You need
still
another
that's
one.
fine.
A perfect shot just happens in a flash.
Right. Nice. Ah, I like you already. This is for sure. I have to see. I'm a bit, with the direction of that the guy's facing. It's kind of still.
Can't you like aim with right?
Yeah, I can aim, but it really didn't clear. And now maybe it will work out better.
What if you aim on the last one, not the first one?
No, that's what I tried to do. But all right. Well, I need
You can shoot the first and the next two as well.
the first and the next two. So is it isometric or what are we looking at here? What's sort of the? It is. I'm sure it's completely isometric, but anyway.
It's not, don't
What?
don't-
Oh.
Because there's another one below you, so you have to.
It's
How do I cancel
barely
my shot?
visible.
Wow.
You can cancel your shot, no?
I'm trying to. That's good. So I like this.
You missed it. Go a little further. with the button here. There you go. You should now.
Wow.
And another one.
This is.
Kid ain't
I'm
done
lost.
bad at all.
So you
Oh,
got the
okay.
first.
All right.
Third prize.
Oh, you know,
Well done.
it's better than I normally do in a carnival. So there we go.
Something stringy. So so you did 12
Well.
shots. Next prize is at 10 shots. 10 shots.
Can you try it again?
We were there. We were basically there. We need to try this again for the people that are watching the stream that have a little OCD.
Because I'm not suffering.
Little
No,
better.
whenever I fail, I just don't try again. That's my approach. But okay, who can try again? So how do we try again? Just go back to Skyway?
I think so, but I think you can go bottom left where it was that small fountain and start, but I don't remember. It's been some time.
You're forced into attacking each other to you mods.
Yeah, I already did that a couple of times.
This is interesting script though.
You
Yeah,
return to
I was
it with
wondering
some
about that as well.
material
What
you're
language it
needing.
would be.
Oh, that's.
Yeah, because you got a stringy thing.
So I can sort of talk to this guy.
Ain't
and say,
always much to say.
Now
Yeah.
it's nothing new to discuss. But all these things and all these items that you collect will come up as you build your world or the world around you.
Yeah.
So see, it
Also-
says now this said proving grounds. So it's
It's a testing.
Okay.
Should we really try it again?
Nah,
Whatever
just
you
go
want.
to the next
Let's
level.
go.
Yeah, let's go for some real action.
So here a core is detected. The core is the things that you use to
Build the base.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get it. I'm flying off there.
Grind says well done.
Ah, there you go. Thank you.
Hoi Kraan.
Keep eating your cake, Krang.
Oh yeah. You can have your cake and eat it, Krijn. Just do it.
Now we land at the intersection between bad and wrong.
Oh.
And I've landed there a long time ago.
Ought to be a core down one of these twisted streets. But which one?
Oh, I'm really liking this
He
guy.
heads for the squirt steps. Won't be no field trip this time.
No squirt steps. Or is it
Pick up the black potion. The potion, please. Please.
I will.
Yes.
I will. I really like this time, but
He heads for
I
the
haven't
biggest
trouble.
dump in town. Scumbag.
The biggest dump in town. Archaeological.
Some scumbag still feeding off the city's own trash.
Just ambushing these bastards.
And there he is. The oldest scumbag
That's cool.
of them all.
Do you heal?
Popcorn machine.
Gershel.
Do you heal up every time you
Every time you level up, you
The
heal up.
calamity
Yeah.
much for Gershel's sunny
So what's the
disposition.
sound at the beginning?
Yeah, you can always.
I can always backtrack.
It's cool that it says it though.
Yeah, that's
That you
pretty,
should
pretty
know.
neat. No,
So with regards to storytelling and archaeology, what we were saying before when the stream went offline
What's shooting at you?
They always said old Gershel
Yeah.
wouldn't go without
had
a
to
fight.
do with this guy who had done these docudramas based on excavations in Italy. Where
The rest of the
basically had
path is going
friends
for good.
as actors
And his city
to
creds
sort
trying
of
to bring it back.
enact events that would have happened on that site in the past.
right.
Which was just a side
No
project,
cool,
but I think it's
no
interesting to
surprise.
think about
Like the
the
gas
different
traps
ways in
hiding
which you
from
can
him.
storytell from archaeology, because actually archaeology is really good for storytelling because it's quite fragmented,
Yeah.
so it leaves a lot of room for interpretation, which is really great for storytelling.
Yeah. That is actually true.
Because if you know everything factually already, then there is no room
Yeah,
for
you're
that
just
kind of
conveying
weaving
facts, and you're not that
of
story.
possibilities and
But on the other hand, what archaeologists
Yes,
also
yes,
want to
yes.
do is stop facts.
We'll win
You know,
back.
they're scientists, they're not storytellers.
yeah, but you can. A story can be factual as well.
Somehow the forge is still standing.
Lower.
Something.
Then yeah, because the narrator is a bit.
Loud.
Yeah, it has some feedback, some echo.
Okay. I'm doing very poorly with this boss.
Level both.
Well, whatever.
And as well, if you look at newer trends in archaeology to be like more multivocal, for instance.
That's not new. That's 90s stuff.
Well, not new, but
Well, we
something
don't-
like that is
yeah.
really great for interactive storytelling or digital storytelling, in which you can have like multiple storylines or multiple perspectives.
Yeah.
Inside the forge, Key can fine-tune those instruments of his.
Ah, okay. Something stringy.
I do go for the hammer thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kids like my friends.
Damage. Yes. Yeah, Bloodborne. Sort of strength build, but
Yeah.
didn't really work
So
out
then
that
you can
much.
see your as well all your items that you get. See, you got the something
Yeah,
stringy,
something sharp, something stringy.
and you can upgrade your weapons and stuff with all the things that you collect from the world or the charity grounds if you.
If I was a bit, yeah.
If you did better, that's what he's trying to say.
Actually, I think I'll save hold on to my 195 other things.
Yeah.
Or ain't here neither, so he's gotta guess again.
Alright,
Wait, there's a pollution up there.
yeah,
I think
I'm
it's
full.
full.
Oh, are you?
Well, actually, but you do get XP if you pick up a potion.
Yeah.
Wait. Probably I should just type this down. There we go. Alright. And I have to go here.
I wasn't
There's
going to
the
the
other
north
up
one.
there.
But it builds. Wherever it builds, you can go. It builds.
I like the sort of metaphor that we've got going on there, where we're sort of reconstructing a world while we're talking about it. This is what archaeologists do as well.
Yeah. And it's interesting that throughout the narration of the game, so you start with something that's been completely destroyed, and you're not entirely sure why or how, and the narrator sort of tells you how this
Keeps
destruction
telling himself,
happened.
watch his step.
That's annoying.
That is annoying. Let's see if we can.
Are you noticing the more damage, or is it?
Yeah, yeah, I am. But these guys, they were already going down with one hit anyway.
Yeah, sure it is.
Alright. I think we should be good.
Yeah, you should be able to go further with their stuff there. So.
Right, the first goal.
Warm kitty.
Oh,
Warm
yeah.
kitty.
Crime is not here. Crime is eating cake.
Yeah.
War machete. I'm going to go for a machete.
Except
Where can I change this out?
It's quick
Oh, I
for
already.
slicing and light enough to throw.
Oh, you can throw the machete?
That's nice. That's always what I do when I'm there in the Caribbean, in those jungle, in those thick bush.
You throw your machete?
I just throw a clear path right through it. And that's what I'm talking about storytelling. Archaeologists are good at stories. Actually, I'm actually finally getting better at using the machete because the first time I was using machetes in the Caribbean, it was just pitiful. Because,
so,
you know,
it's one time in the Caribbean when you were using a machete.
Oh yeah, actually, I do have a good story about a guy using a machete in the Caribbean. Yeah, that's what we need to do. We're just there in the jungle, the bush. They call it the bush, the bad bush that Jamaicans call it. And one time there was this guy, Joost Morsink. He was actually
the most rambunctious.
he was actually walking with the machete and the prism in his other hand. The prism rod,
No sign of
and he
the
was
here.
hacking away at some bush and he was getting really agitated. And then he ended up actually slicing, sort of piercing his arm while he was hacking away at the bush, like, oh, die, bushes, die! And he just pierced his arm with the point of the prism. And so that was something else. His vein popped out. It's not his vein, I mean his nerve. His nerve popped out.
Ew.
It was dreadful,
Oh, that's
dreadful stuff.
disgusting.
And he was trying to be tough, but it failed miserably.
What's a prism rod?
So yeah, your prism, you're walking around with you're doing surveying on a site,
Yeah.
your total station.
Yeah.
You got what we like to call a prism slave. It's the person holding the prism. Well, he was doing that.
He got the guy?
No. He was hacking away at bushes to get to a certain point where we needed to take a measurement.
Yeah.
And while he was hacking away the bushes, he just hit his own arm. That's what happens. That's what happens. But I have plenty of good machete stories. Machete no attacks. Alright, where do I need to go, Iris? I'm kind of lost.
I think the north back to where you started, and there was another path to the north. I think that'll be the one.
Them squirts just don't know when to quit. Squirts don't know best of friends, but they can be useful in a pinch.
What can they be useful for? Oh, look, it loves you. No, it loves you.
I love you back. Give me a smooch. There we are.
Sweet friend.
Use the
friendly.
fountain.
Oh, and so now, will you be
No,
friends
no.
forever? You be my buddy forever? Alright, let's go, buddy.
And why did it become friendly?
No.
No, it loves
I'm calling you Mus. Mus is my dog.
Up north is where the gas fella foreman used to live, tending to his flock.
Yeah.
Can you still whirl it with this one?
No, I can make other people fall in love with you.
Machete.
There you go.
One of the best movies.
Machete.
Machete.
It's for guys.
That actor is just so
That
fucking
gas
good.
fella's all dressed
Talking
up.
about reconstructing worlds, I've seen a very good movie, Mad Max. Have you already seen it?
The new one?
It's
You know what?
Mad Max Fury Road.
I still haven't watched it.
And there
Oh.
No
it is.
spoilers.
Lockdown.
No spoilers. I'm just gonna say it's the best action movie ever made. But
Oh,
no
yeah.
spoilers.
Those are big words.
No, it's
yeah, but
Bluster
who's
is
the boss now?
knows to keep him straight.
that's alright. I mean,
Almost like he's showboating the crowd.
so now I'm being. This is
What's
going.
okay? This is not going well.
This is not going well. Oh, this is horrible. I probably need to start paying
The
attention.
hunch forward comes. That's always when you notice when people are like actually trying. That's
Yeah.
when they hunch forward.
Yeah, well,
You can
I'm
press,
problem.
yeah, nice. You can press X to recover when they shoot you out.
Yeah, I know, but even then, I'm just being stepped around like a silly person. Come on.
And
There you go.
the range
Now
thing is
there's a
probably
newly
better.
partial attack.
There's a new. Ah, there you
they
go.
love you.
Everybody loves me.
Oh,
I like this game.
they love the machete, man.
Yes, you get the core.
I get the core. I'm on my
You
way.
like it because you don't die as often
Too
as
tough to fall. There you go. Too big
He's
to
ready
kill.
to go, and his ticket out's right where he started.
You have to get both.
Yeah.